Finally Home is a found footage movie I saw on YouTube. It's 63 minutes long. It is, how best to phrase this? It is disturbing. It definitely is disturbing. It's pacey. Okay, so I'm gonna try and go into a bit of a spiel here whereby, like, I'm not new to found footage movies. I've been watching these movies for ages. It's just the new era, the new movement of found footage where it's become, people finally start realizing that they can just make this stuff. They don't need to really wait around for other people and just make it put on YouTube. And I love that. I love the fact that movies can be made in this way now, and it's not by committing, it's not by $50 million. It's like, you got a camera, you can make a movie. And this is that. This is a guy had a camera and made a movie. And normally when you do that, you sort of, a lot of them, you have a very passionizing viewpoint of very good, very, very, very good. This one, it actually seems like some thought has been put into how to do it, what to put in it, what story you come up with. And the story here is, I would probably say the best part of the movie is the story, because it's quite clever and compact. But at the same time, it's also open-ended enough whereby, like, there's a bit of intrigue as to what's going on, what the dynamic is, what's happening. And the nice way that it doesn't necessarily spell out for you the specifics, it gives you just enough to go off, which I like, because I've been watching Paranormal Activity movies recently, and they are maddeningly ridiculous, and mythology is so dumb. And this movie's just like, hey, his situation, his characters, one inside, one outside, which is quite good thematically, and they go off to races. They have two interesting characters. The guy inside, the guy outside. Do we learn much about them? We learn bits and pieces, but a lot of these specifics, as I said, aren't actually on screen. So you get a sense of who's good, who's bad, what's going on. Your immediate belief is the guy outside's bad, clearly, because he's trying to break in. But why is he trying to break in? What's he trying to break in for? Does have good reason breaking. The movie doesn't really give you necessarily the answers that you're looking for. It gives you a bit of an idea when you get to the end of the movie, but again, it's perspective, it's ambiguity. But what I would say is that I did enjoy this movie. I thought it was good. It's less a reservation, because I think the pacing's reasonably good, but there were parts where it kind of meandered along a bit, and I get that. I mean, having made my own found footage movies, I understand that's like the nature of them is you want to be a bit more laid back in terms of story, because you want it to feel a bit more real, a bit less obviously Hollywood. So to that end, if you go for the aesthetic, something like Richard Linklater, where you're letting moments breathe, that's the way to go. But sometimes it can feel a bit too much, and there are times in this movie where things slow down quite a bit. There's a section where the guy inside playing on his keyboard, and it's quite good, and it gives the movie a bit of music, but at the same time, it's not bad, but it does feel like, getting to an hour in length, I guess, if that makes any sense, which can happen quite a bit when making a found footage movie. You are looking for things which may be a bit more atmosphere than plot. So if looking for a really, really, like, plot a minute sort of movie, found footage probably isn't for you, to be honest, because it should feel a bit looser. But at the same time, atmosphere sometimes can sort of get in the way of what's actually going on, and you feel like it's slowed down a bit. But at the same time, like I said, the pacing is generally pretty good. The acting's very good. Like, generally, the guy inside, guy outside, it's generally good, and they both play their parts well, and camera work is pretty cool. There's sense where it's constantly moving. I think that's one critiques of my own work, is that it doesn't feel like necessarily moving that much, which actually is intentional, but see here and there. But in this movie, it feels like the camera's always moving. They're always picking interesting ways to put the camera down and record things. Sorry. And there's generally a creepy, tense atmosphere to things, where things could go haywire at any particular moment. So what do I say my favourite part of the movie was? I'd say probably just really the fact that, one, the camera moves a lot, which I like, and two, it feels like with the two contrasting storylines going on at the same time, you don't really get stuck in one place for too long. you're moving inside, moving outside, moving rooms to rooms. You're getting a sense whereby like more is necessarily, it feels like more's happening is actually happening, but that's quite a cool cinematic effect. And I also really like the fact that again, the plot is simple, but effective, like inside, outside. It's very cool. It's something whereby like it takes you away from the fact that you're not dealing with like 6 or 7 core locations throughout a city or anything like that. You're dealing with one very specific place, but the nature of the movie means that you don't really get bored. You don't really feel like you're staring at the same things over and over again. And it's just an intriguing idea. Guy inside wants to stop the guy outside getting in. Guy outside wants to get in for his own reasons. So you definitely have that perspective. Well, I say it's great. I'd say I enjoyed it. I'd say it's good. It's very watchable. From the vibe I get, it's like a feature debut. Maybe if I'm wrong, I don't know. But I think it's pretty damn accomplished, to be honest. Could it be shorter? I guess. I think if you could compact this into like a 20-minute VHS style short, but I think it's did a reasonably good job of getting to an hour and 3 minutes. So I definitely recommend it. And apart from the fact that there's logos everywhere, which, they don't love, I don't see any reason why this couldn't be on somewhere like Found TV or POV Horror or Amazon. I just think the logos would probably prohibit it because, they'd be scared of lawsuits and all that. But in terms of quality and in terms of effectiveness and good cam work and the fact that it does feel like a found footage movie, it was good. It was good. And I genuinely think that this is a good sign, and it's a good sort of, if there's a debut, this is a good debut movie to make and to release. And yeah, I would recommend it. It's diverting, it's fun, it's tense, and it feels like there's some genuine craft put into it. So yeah, good movie. I'd go for probably 3 out of 5. Maybe it might be better on rewatch, who knows? But definitely, if you can, I definitely recommend it.